who knows with the coronavirus. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking about using this medium as a way to keep things going, keep people interested.
Well, tell us, because I'm recording this and I'm going to share the video with everybody afterwards. So why don't we take a minute and you tell us a little bit about what Taipei Shorts is, what the origin of it is, and where you're going with it.
So Taipei Shorts is really just it's a group of people who in Taiwan, Taiwanese expats and Taiwanese. Really, we're just trying to showcase their talents through writing, directing,
and writing, right?
Pardon?
And writing.
Yeah, and writing. Yeah, your writing's up there, and this will be our third production. We've produced 16 plays over the past year, all 10 or 15-minute shots. So it's ideal for newcomers. It's good to rehearse, and it doesn't take as much time to get your lines down or to meet up. You just need maybe an hour and a half, and you can basically block the whole thing.
Right. And how have the turnouts been in the last couple?
So the first one last year we had just under 300. No, I think.
John, I'll tell you what. Before you continue, do you have earbuds or something, because your sound quality is a little bit, yeah. Let's see if this improves it. How's my sound coming in? 5 by 5?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it seems to be a lot better now. Yeah.
Not getting the feedback.
And sometimes there's a bit of a lag depending on how strong your internet connection is. And a lot of people are using Zoom right now, so yeah. So you've run 2 Taipei Shorts. The first one was at the Red Room, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, at the Red Room, and second one was the EFL Theatre at Fu Ren University in Xinjiang. So the third one, we hope again it will be at Fu Ren University. They have tiered seating. It's a lovely place. A full stage, they have lighting and soundboards. It's a really nice theatre. It's just a little bit out of the way in New Taipei City, but we hope to make it a home for the time being.
Well, isn't that the problem with trying to do theater in Taiwan, right? Out of the way.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We're both veterans of the Brook Hall.
Yeah.
Days when we had to travel way up north for those rehearsals, yeah.
Yeah, right. But that was his own space, which was nice.
Yeah. And now Red Room is, of course, gone. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, coming back eventually. They've got a new spot in, I think, in Da'an. It's a lot smaller. I think they're co-partners with a vegan restaurant.
Right, and they're using the
They're apparently they're going to be doing stage and wine again, but they're going to do the virtual stage and wine. So they're going. I think they're also going to be using Zoom. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, why not? Why not? It's cheaper. So yeah, I think their plan is to get singers and songwriters up and just.
What a great idea! That's a really good idea. I would participate in that. I'd do a reading of some Poe or something. Yeah. So listen, this is so for you. Yeah, I know you. I've worked with you. Sorry, somebody else talking? Okay, so I'm going to give you a big challenge today. I'm going to give you a really tough monologue. And I'm going to give you some time to rehearse it on your own and then come back. And it's not, you don't need to, there's no way you could possibly memorize this, but give yourself a few read-throughs, give yourself 10 or 15 minutes to play with it, and then come back and read it to me. Okay? So you have the invite from the Google Drive. I'm going to share my screen here. Hang on. So you can see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the calendar, you were invited to this, see your names here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you open up this window and you look, Stu Glenn is inviting you to, oh, what's this? Why is this A underlined? Why, it's a link.
Right. Okay.
You're familiar with this. It's a very famous speech from a very famous movie. It's the Coffee is for Closers speech from Glengarry Glen Ross. Little David Mamet for you.
Yeah, just
Okay.
looked at the other day.
So if you click that link yourself, it'll take you to this this script. Let me try it and see if that works. Make sure that works for you. Are you able to open it?
I'm just going to.
Yeah, your sound is
Yeah,
not.
it's just loading now.
Yeah. Okay, if you want, you can. The video link is
Yeah,
there.
I got it. Yeah.
If you want to watch Alec Baldwin do it, but I'd prefer you make this your own. The red is the lines I will feed you. There's only a couple of red where someone else talks, but mostly monologue. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so you can mute yourself, play with it for 10 minutes. And when you're ready, unmute yourself and call me back.
Sure.
Any questions?
Sounds good. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes. I've been running all day. I'm gonna try and drink some soup here while you're working on it. Okay.
All right, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Okay. See you in 10. So everybody else, John is now rehearsing the monologue I gave him. We're going to give him a few minutes to practice it, and then he will perform it for us. So, so maybe I'll take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Stu Glenn, Stuart Glenn, and I have been professionally acting for more than 30 years. Yeah. So in 1986, I started in the drama program at the University of Calgary, and graduated in 1990. And throughout the 90s, I did a lot of self-produced and fringe shows. In the mid 90s, I was working with a group in Vancouver called Way Off Broadway, where we did the play Stephen Burkoff's Kvetch, followed by our own rendition of Shakespeare's Othello. And it was a pretty monumentous time in Vancouver theater history, because our play was really cutting edge and very, very successful. In Vancouver, they have their own version of the Tony Awards, which are called the Jessies or the Jesse Richardson Awards. And it's funny to watch John work in the piece while I'm talking. So yeah, and they couldn't ignore us, but we couldn't compete with the big regional theaters. And so in 1996, the Jesse Committee created a whole second tier of awards for Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Lighting, Best Director, what have you, for small theater, 250 seat theaters and smaller. And so we ended up with, I think it was 7 nominations, and kind of like a mini toast of the town. It was a very exciting period. And then I followed that up by my dream was to create a theater community in the resort town of Whistler. And that was a very, very big ask. And by the summer of 1999, I directed, produced, and adapted Romeo and Juliet for the stage in Whistler. And it was a critical success. Artistically, I was really pleased. It was sending out a strong message based on the events that happened in Columbine in Colorado that summer, or that earlier that spring. And financially, it did all right as well. But it also taught me that Whistler, my dream was fruitless. And so after a couple of false starts at trying to find some real work, I ended up emigrating to Taiwan, where I've lived since 2000. And once I got my APRC about 11 years ago, I got back into the acting game, and I've done a couple of plays, one with Brooke Hall and with John, the guy working right here, where we did Wait Until Dark. And then John also collaborated with myself working on White Rabbit, Red Rabbit, a very unique production that we did at the Red Room a couple of Christmases ago. I've done lots of commercial work, and I will be seen in a feature role in Lady the Butterfly, Taiwan's largest production in its history. It's rumored to be airing on Netflix, maybe December, maybe in January of next year. And it is an epic limited series historical docudrama where I played Dr. Patrick Manson. And really an amazing, amazing experience. But it looks like John is ready to share with us his version of the infamous "Coffee is for Closers" speech, made famous by Alec Baldwin, written by the great American playwright David Mamet. John, do you need some more time, or are you ready?
No, we'll give it a go.
Okay, so I would suggest, okay, well, let's just give it a shot anyway. The sound quality is iffy, right? So let's give it a shot and see how it goes, and then we'll adjust as needs be. Okay?
Okay. Let me have your attention for a moment, because you know what I'm talking about. You're talking about, bitching about what sale you made. Some son of a bitch don't want to buy land. Somebody don't want what you're selling. Some broad you want to screw. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something important. They all here? Well, I'm going anyway. Put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers only. You think I'm fucking with you? I'm not fucking with you. I'm here from downtime. I'm here for Mitch and Murray, and I'm on a mission of mercy. Your name's Levine. You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch. You certainly don't, pal, because the news is you're fired. The bad news is you've all got 1 week to regain your jobs, starting with tonight's sit. Oh, have I got your attention now? Good. We're adding a little something to this month's sales contest. As you all know, the first prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to know what second prize is? Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize, you're fired. You get the picture? You're laughing now? You got leads? Mitch and Murray paid good money. Get their names to sell them. You can't close your leads. You can't close shit. You are shit. Hit the brakes, pal, and beat it, because you're on your way out. Oh, the leads are weak. fucking leads a week. Your week. I've been in this business for 15 fucking years. Fuck you. That's my name. You want to know why, mister? You drove a fucking Honda to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's my fucking name. And your name is you're wanting. You can't play a man's game. You can't close then go home and tell your wife your troubles. Because one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line that's sodded. You hear me, you fucking faggots? A, B, C. A, always. B, C, closing. Always be closing.
Wow. Good stuff, John. Good stuff. It's a powerful piece, yeah?
Yeah.
And the way Mamet writes, there is a certain trust that you have to put into his dialogue and just jump in head first and let it roll. And I think you realized that and you came at it with both barrels. And the message was very clear. The reading spot on, considering you only saw this for the first time 5 minutes ago. Yeah. So what do you think? Tell me what you think.
I don't know. I mean, Alec Baldwin does it very well. You know, he's got his bass balls. I say Alec Baldwin does it very well. He's got his bass balls, and you know, it's a very iconic scene. Something that I just watched it the other day, actually.
You just saw it the other day.
Yeah, about a couple of weeks ago. Just getting back to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like you to do it again, and I'm going to suggest a couple of things. Take a few minutes with the script, and the first I watched you. You just did a first read through. You're familiar with the idea and stuff, but now let's break it down a bit. Yeah. Let's look to try and put more rise and fall into it. Pick a point where he maximizes his energy, his power. Okay. Pick a point in the script. Build to that point, and not in a straight line. Try and find undulation in the wave to it, up and down, right? And draw me along to that point that you want to hit the most. There's a lot of choices in this spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I blew it. I was supposed to read in Levine's lines, and I didn't. But you pretended to hear it off camera, and that's fine. So let's just continue in that fashion, as if when Levine speaks, "What's your name?" You just hear it off camera. That's fine like that. Yeah, play with, try and find different energies, different lights to it. And remember, he has all the power. So he's, you know, what's your costume? Think about your costuming. Think about the watch on your wrist. Okay, and use your acting skills to put yourself in this room. And you got these guys by the balls. You can fire them. You're firing them all. So let's find some more power in the stillness of it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Sure. Okay. Just give me a few minutes
to make some notes on the script or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, take your time, and I guess I'll continue on with my bio. I'm watching you. I can see you. So just wave to me when you're ready to go. And
sure, I will do. All right. I'll put the earphones in. That'll be my thing. All right, mate. Cheers.
All right. So yeah, that's John. He's very powerful and one of the most professional actors I've ever worked with. It was a joy to work with him on Wait Until Dark. White Rabbit, Red Rabbit, what I was talking about earlier. I couldn't see his performance, because if I saw his performance, then I wouldn't be able to do it. It was a real actor's challenge where we go on stage and get the script sight unseen and just open it up out of the sealed envelope and perform it in front of an audience. We had high expectations of it, but the actual content was kind of so if given the chance to produce it again, I would pass. So yeah, so the point of this acting class, obviously, we're trying to keep our tool fresh, and there's no fresher tool than the ability to what John is basically doing is cold reading. even though he's familiar with the script. He saw the movie a couple of days ago, and it is an iconic scene. Coffee is for closers. Something that should be on a t-shirt. So you'll notice that in his performance, every word was said clearly, with meaning, and that's it's called cold reading, and it's a skill that is very difficult to master, and the only way you can master it is by practicing. Reading out loud something you're unfamiliar with, something that puts you outside your comfort zone, and if you stumble, instant forgiveness, and just keep doing. Don't get all the. A lot of people tend to cave in. So just make a mental note, and the next time you read it, make it better. That's what rehearsal is all about. Each time you read it is better than the last time you read it. Yeah. So the idea of this class is open to anybody, from professional actors like John to people just interested. I would give you a simpler monologue, not simpler in intent, but just shorter for one. But yeah, I have a whole selection of them that I can share with you, and we can work on. We want to also see how this format works, where we can possibly do scene work. The two of you could actually do a scene. So yeah, if this works out, we try and meet every Monday night. I'll run them for free for now, and if it gets popular and you guys feel like making a donation to help me survive in these trying times, I'm happy to take a tip. So yeah, if you have any questions about what we're trying to do, any suggestions, please feel free to comment on, I guess, just message me directly. I'm so safe, you know. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me online. Yeah, Formosa. John looks like he's still breaking it down. Now this is the next part, right? Like John came at it with a lot of energy, and he didn't have time to deconstruct quite a long piece. So we're going to see a huge difference with his reading this time. It'll be very different. So watch a professional actor at work. Not too much of a build up for you, eh, Joe?
At the end of that, so yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you're, do you want me to read Levine's lines or not?
You can do if you want.
Okay, I just have to minimize my screen. Oops, I don't want to do that.
Don't worry about it.
It's because I'm recording. Well, wait, let's bring this up. There we go. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, before you start, I'm not with you because now I can't see you. I'd rather see you. So just like we said before, the lines are set off camera. Yeah, you can acknowledge them and then just react as if they've been said. They're challenging you, and that's one thing I want. The lines are challenging your authority. Okay, so they're an affront to you. Can you step a little closer to the camera, please? Perfect, thank you.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
Let me have your attention for a moment, because you're talking about what? You're talking about bitching about that sale you shot. Some son of a bitch don't want to buy land. Somebody don't want what you're selling. Some broad you want to screw. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something important. They all here? Well, I'm going anyway. Put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers only. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. I'm here from downtown. I'm here from Mitch and Murray. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. Your name's Levine. You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch. You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is you're fired. The bad news is you've got, all of you have got 1 week to regain your jobs, starting with tonight. Sit. Have I got your attention now? Good. because we're adding something, a little something, to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize, a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to see second prize? Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired. Get the picture? You're laughing now? You've got leads. Mitch and Murray paid good money. Get their names to sell them. You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit. Hit the brakes, pal. Beat it, because you're on your way out. The leads are weak. Fucking leads are weak. You're weak. I've been in this business for 15 years. Fuck you. That's my name. You want to know why, mister? You drove a fucking Toyota to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's my name. Oh, and your name is Wanting? You can't play the man's game. You can't close then. Then go home and tell your wife your troubles. Because only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line that is dotted. You hear me, you fucking faggots? A, B, C. Always be closing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You feel a lot more nuance in that one, right?
Yeah.
How is it different from the first one? What's
Well,
one glaring thing that is very different?
I prefer to move around a bit. It's just a bit difficult with that.
Oh, on the camera.
Yeah, well, I prefer to move a little bit more. Just to have the paper in my hand. It's just a bit difficult reading it off the laptop. That's all.
So you're shooting off the laptop. Okay, well, when we could let's try backing it up with the next go through. And we're not gonna do the whole thing again. I want to work on a certain segment of it. And maybe we'll back you off and allow you to move around a bit too.
Well, then I can't see my lines. That's the only thing. That's why I'm close to the laptop. That's what I'm saying. If I've got the script in my hand.
We're discovering
That's cool, mate. Yeah, no, it's good.
Well, I guess. Well, there you go. What we need to do is for people that pre-register that say you give me enough notice, I can send you the script.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you can print it. And you can
that would have been ideal, but that's the way it is.
So So everybody else, then, if you want to have a printed script and be able to back off. Now, John is a theater actor, and so we're used to being all of us on a big stage with an audience present. And so the physical manifestation of being a theater actor, very different from being on camera, which he is right now. On camera, it's all about stillness and bringing it in as small as you can. So even the slightest eyebrow raise has full intent, right? So John, that's another thing to consider. Maybe we're looking at this as an acting for the camera exercise.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Right? And I think that's probably something that has value to you, right?
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it or experienced in that.
Yeah, so it'll push you a little bit outside
nuances. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, just a note. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a typo in the script, but you said it twice. So you hit the brakes near the end. Hit the bricks. It should be hit the bricks. Does it say brakes?
Yeah, hit the brakes, pal.
Change it to bricks, please. Hit the bricks. It's not hit the brakes. It's the colloquialism is hit the bricks, which means hit the street, get going, you're fired, right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got notes from different sections of it, but the one thing I think is the sales contest. I think I'd like to rework just that little segment.
Okay.
So just quietly read that out loud to me. You don't have to act it. I just want to hear it read. I want you to act it, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Just read. Yeah. We got something going for you this month. Something new for you this month from there.
Because we're adding a little something to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to see second prize? Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third place is you're fired. You get the picture?
Good.
You're laughing now?
Good. From there, okay. So right now, that was already eons above where you did it the last two times, just by reading it. Okay. This I think is the moment the denouement of the speech, right? The peak of it is this little section. And the reveal, the great reveal is third prize. I'm not going to give you a line reading, but those two words are, it's not coffee is for closers. It's known as the coffee is for closers speech, but it's more famous for third prize, you're fired. Right? That's everything. That's the crescendo. That's the fat lady saying it. Right? So, and the way you read it was so matter of the fact, and that's where I think where we want to go, in that direction. And you're not angry at these guys, right? Why are you there? You want, because if they make money, you make money. So you want to scare them, but you want them to. You're trying. It's the motivational speech, right? I want to be shitting in my pants, but you don't want me actually leaving unless I'm a coward. I got to be able to sit there and take it from you. So you have a lot more power. I'd like to see the anger maybe in just two small places.
Sure.
And just the confidence of, that's what I was saying, his tie, it's a double Windsor knot. He's got the Rolex. He drives an $80,000 BMW. When you consider how old this piece is, that's a pretty expensive car, right? Okay, so let's do the sales contest. Are you okay? Do you need a break?
No, that's okay. I have to shoot off in about 15
Okay,
minutes.
also the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we got this.
Yeah.
That much of you, right? You can see yourself on the camera.
Yeah.
So stillness is everything. No movement.
Sure.
And I think in that stillness, you're going to find some power.
Yeah.
Okay. Hand away from the mouth. And when you're ready.
Let me just let me put.
Think about where your head is in frame too. Okay. So frame yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at myself last time. I was just looking at the script. So.
You're looking at the script. So frame yourself and then go back to your script. Of course, forget about the camera once you're framed, right? You're talking to a room full of salespeople.
Have I got your attention now? Good. Because we're adding something, a little something, to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to see second prize? Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired. You get the picture? You're laughing now?
Yeah, good. That feels a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's, if you need to you want to walk around and play with it, I'm going to get you to do it one more time from the top with this newfound power. The power of the stillness and realizing that you're on camera. I'm recording all this and you're gonna be able to see it all afterwards, and you're gonna see a huge difference from number one, the cold read.
Of course, yeah.
You already feel it too. So you can play with it for a few minutes, and then we're gonna do the take. When I was on Butterfly, my character's Chinese name was Wan Ba De.
Yeah.
And I jokingly said to the camera, the DOP one day, "We'll show one bad, we'll show one take to," and that became kind of my nickname. And so I had to live up to that reputation. Whenever I got shit in one take, I'd go to, "How many takes was that? One take." Yeah. So you're gonna get one take.
Okay.
So mute yourself. We're gonna take a little break, and. How much time do you think you need to rehearse before your take there?
Just 2 or 3 minutes. I don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry, Stu.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So
give me a few minutes, and I'll come back to you. Cheers.
Okay, folks. So you can just watch a muted actor. I haven't eaten my dinner yet, so I'm gonna grab some soup. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. So when John's ready, we'll get a final take. I'll give him some notes, and then I guess we'll call it an evening. We'll render this and save it. So yeah, please, if you like this video, and can you share it? Okay. We got to do something on a Monday night, and we want to see how this Zoom thing works, and the more people in it, the better. I've upgraded it so we can have up to 100 people in here for 24 hours. So we'll play around until I'm exhausted, I guess. And send John Brownlie a like for this. This is for 30 minutes of, that's a lot of work. That's hard work I'm putting through as an actor. And you see, one of the things that makes John so professional is he's letting go of his ego. When he comes in, he's trusting me to give him the notes, and he's putting himself in my hands that I'm not going to steer him wrong, and trying to get the best quality performance out of him. A director of mine once talked to me about ego, and he very simply put, leave that shit outside the door. When you go into the rehearsal hall, when you're performing, there's no room for ego. The greatest actors have no ego. So that's the big tip. Egolessness. As the poet said in the great Chinese epic tome of poems, Cold Mountain, as I alone am mindless, who can rouse my thoughts? Deep. Looks like John's almost ready. Yeah, just putting himself into character. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. So yeah, frame yourself. Then go to your script and let's go, buddy. Have fun.
Okay.
Remember, it's a joy to say this shit. Enjoy it. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Let me have your attention for a moment. Because you're talking about what? You're talking about bitching about that sale you shot? Some son of a bitch who don't want to buy land? Somebody don't know what you're selling? Some broad? You want to screw? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something important. You all here? I'm going anyway. Put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers only. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. I'm here from downtown. I'm here from Mitch and Murray, and I'm here on a mission of mercy. Your name's Levine? You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch? Oh, you certainly don't, pal, because the news is you're fired. The bad news is all of you have got 1 week to regain your jobs, starting with tonight. So sit. Have I got your attention now? Good. Because we're adding something, a little something to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize, a Cadillac Eldorado. Anyone want to see second prize? Second prize, a set of steak knives. Third prize, you're fired. You get the picture? Anyone laughing now? You got leads. Mitch and Murray paid good money. Get their names to sell them. You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit. You are shit. Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it because you're going out. Oh, the leads are weak. Fucking leads are weak. You're weak. I've been in this business 15 years. Fuck you. That's my name. You want to know why, mister? You drove a fucking Honda to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's my name. And your name is you're wanting. You can't play in a man's game. You can't close. Then go home and tell your wife your troubles. Because only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line that's dotted. You hear me, you fucking reprobates? A, B, C. A, always. B, B, C, closing. Always B, closing.
Wow. So when I was in drama school, Brian Smith, my third-year acting teacher, I had him for quite a few other classes too. He used to say, the only way you get an A in my class is if you can make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Good stuff, buddy.
Thanks, Stu.
When you first started off, I was like, okay, there was a lean into the camera, and it was perfectly timed. And so you started to play with the camera a little bit more. I wanted to write a note down, and then you waved your hand through the camera, and I was like, okay, that's something you want to consider not doing.
Yeah.
But then I didn't take any notes. So, but I've recorded it, so I can go.
Yeah, I can go back. Yeah.
But there's so much there for 40 minutes of work that we could really build on this, and it can become a great audition piece for you.
Yeah.
Party piece is my 4th-year acting teacher, and also on the Graham Norton show. You ever see that, his Christmas shows?
Yeah.
The actors to do their party piece, and they bring out some silly trick that they do at the party. So this could be a party piece for you. So so print it out, and if you want to work on it some more next week, I'll try and take this video and then make another video with some more constructive analysis if you'd like. And I know your time is limited. I'm just so grateful to you for coming by and sharing your talent with us.
Thank you for bringing this up. This is great. We need more of this stuff. I think there's an acting group who meet on, I think, every couple of weeks. They're just starting small at the moment, and Barry Hall has a monologue class. Barry Hall was in Anne
Saw
Frank.
that. I shared it on the groups. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to do a monologue class in like mid-April. So it's great to see that more of these things are coming out. There's more teachers. I've written some training material for just beginners, like Acting 101, similar to what Brooke did, touching on Meisner, Uta Hagen, and
yeah. Hey, I mean, I don't have to be the director. I mean, next week you can direct one too, or Barry can direct one. Yeah, we can just share. This could be kind of like I think we could do scenes too. We could do scene work.
Let's talk about that, because that'd be interesting. Because like I said, I'd like to do something like this for Type A Shorts, but
we need to put Zoom to the paces.
Yeah.
We need to put Zoom to the paces and get more people in here and try something. So I'm willing to play director for now, but if you feel like, okay, Stu, let me run the class next week, it's all yours. But yeah, well, I'll put this Monday 7 to 10. I'll open the Zoom room. I'll get it started, and let's see. A few people. Paul Batt wanted to be here tonight, but you know, it was short notice. I just came up with the idea today, and
yeah,
you know me, no filters, just do it.
Well, that's a great idea. I hope so other people see it when they come back from work. You know, I just saw it for. So.
Well, with your permission, here's where you sign away your rights. I can use this to share on social media.
Sure.
Okay, I'll make sure. I don't want to get in legal trouble.
No worries. Yeah, just tag me on tag the Type A Shorts group as well.
Definitely tag it, and people. The way you're going to applaud his performance tonight is by liking it, okay? Because we get, whether we like it or not, we get these little dopamine bursts every time we get a like, and that's what we get with applause, and that's why we do it.
Sure. Thank you.
Dopamine of a second curtain call.
I'm here to learn, and thank you very much. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, 40 minutes. This is fantastic. Thanks, Jim.
I had a great time.
Made my evening. Yeah.
Made my virus. I've been practicing this shut-in shit for years. I'm level ninja on this.
Yeah.
Hey, stay healthy.
You too. Thank you.
Your lovely better half, and keep us posted on what's going on with Type A Shorts.
Will do. Thank you, Stu. Good luck with this.
Thanks, John.
Take care, mate.
Take care, bud. Bye-bye.
Bye.